Hey there, lads and lasses. I hope you can hear me. I think you can. Check. Yeah, there we go. This here, of course, is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States of America on a Sunday afternoon. Usually that would mean that it would be Kaachee Time, but Kaachee is still in Taiwan. I'm home, but the rest of the family is still there. So I figured what we would do today would be to check out the 1.21 Minecraft update. Just kind of explore, and so I've loaded up a new world, brand spanking new world. I've done a little bit of work in there, like some initial early game stuff. I've dropped my mine shaft. I've set up a little bit of a camp there where I have some early game farms. But that's all. And then I figured I would go around in the next 2 hours and try to see if I can encounter some of the new 1.21 features. So I have the official update page down here for the 1.21 update on the Minecraft website. And so it'll list all the new features, and maybe we can go down through those features. We can see what we can get, see what we can encounter, and at the same time try to survive. It'll be all in survival. No limitations on myself this time, other than I have to learn 1.21. You guys may have noticed I'm still on the stream starting soon page. Usually I have a really cool backdrop for that. I have a video backdrop of the storm clouds with the lightning and stuff. It stopped working. I don't know why. I just noticed that now. I went into Stream Elements to try to figure out what's going on. It looks like everything's configured properly. You guys can see it's still working on the Be Right Back screen, but it's not coming in on the stream starting soon screen. And I've looked at the obvious things like the order in which I have the elements of the overlay stacked up. That seems to be okay. Again, stream elements, that seems to be okay. I have no idea what's going on with it. So I guess that's one of the many, many, many things that I have to go back and redo. And that drives me nuts. You know, if there's... You know, it's already hard enough to progress and reach goals and new goals and stuff and troubleshoot new problems, but having to go back and re-accomplish the old goals again and readdress old problems that have been, it's just, you know, it just impedes progress. You know, how can you expect to be moving forward if you have to keep going back and you know, retaking, you know, steps that you've taken before? It's just very frustrating. Video Ninja still does not work with Google Chrome web browser. Don't know why. I figured I would try clearing out all of my Google Chrome preferences. Maybe I had like a pop-ups checkbox checked and it's not allowing throughput or something like that. I don't know, but so I wiped out all my settings, started all over again, and then it still can't. Video Ninja still can't work with Google Chrome. I don't know why. So I'm using the Firefox Mozilla browser, which I don't mind using. It's okay. It just sucks to have to change that, right? When you're streaming, there's already enough to do. You don't want to have to like be relearning things that are supposed to have been established accomplished, solved. You don't want to have to go back and have to redo that stuff. Again, it just impedes progress. Jeannie! How are you doing today, my dear? You guys can see the auto shout out. At least that's working. For Cheska's Jeannie. So I've been in Taiwan for over a week. Almost 2 weeks. And I just got back the day before. And it was a pretty cool trip. I was hoping to be able to stream a little bit from there. But just the pacing and the planning and the stuff that we did this time around just didn't give me an opportunity where I felt I could do a pretty cool stream. I was just never in a place and a time where I figured I could do that well. So I forewent it this time. But we did do some cool things. We met up with some cool friends over there who we see each time. And we had a lot of fun there. Again, Kaachee and the family are still there. I come home early so I can get things done around here. A little tired, but slept too much. How are you? I'm okay now. My first day back was really good. My second day back, jet lag started to hit me. It was we have about a 15-hour time difference between where we are in California and Taiwan. Usually I do fairly well with the jet lag, but this time it clobbered me pretty bad. And then yesterday, I was afflicted with the migraine of all migraines, and it just completely shut me down. I didn't, by the time I was able to get the medication to kick in and get some sleep, when I woke up, it was like 2 in the afternoon here. So I'm just all messed up. But I'm feeling better now, but yeah, that's big. I was contemplating trying to stream Kaachee Time today, even though Kaachee's still in Taiwan. We figured we might be able to set up Video Ninja over there to capture his screen. He has a legacy laptop over there. But I was thinking just the logistics of trying to do the audio. He doesn't really have a decent mic there. He could probably use the laptop's webcam, maybe. But I'm thinking where, number one, I'm not there. And number two, his grandfather's apartment there, isn't really the best place to be tinkering around with technology and stuff like that in that kind of setting, right? Technology-wise, Taiwan is awesome. You can get anything, anytime for cheap over there. It's really cool. But just trying to do that remotely and set all that up and get that to work. I mean, I'm having trouble just doing it here, So we figured we'd forgo Kaachee Time this time around and wait till he gets back. So, okay. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what we have here. And try to remember how to stream. All right. So I've set up a single-player random map world. Press buttons and hope for the best. That's it. That's what I always do. Right. But after a while, you like to think that you can get some of this down, right? And then, like I said, you can move on to, more goals and improve, right? But again, having to go back and redo former steps is really annoying. So I've set up a survival world, just a random map seed survival world for the 1.21 update. Of course, no mods or anything because there's a lot of them that are still not ready to go. So it's pretty much very plain vanilla. In fact, I think it is just vanilla. I think so. Now, full disclosure, I have started in this world already. Just a little bit, though. I've dropped my early game mineshaft. I set up a little bit of a camp. I have some early game farms. I did a little exploration around the area, but other than that, I haven't done really anything in there. So I figured that would save a little bit of time during the stream. When you think you got it, they change math, and you got to start again. You know what? That's one of the things. I understand what you're saying there, but that's one of the things I love about math is that the math doesn't change. It's nice. There occasionally we get some new discoveries, but the new discoveries nowadays are really like really high level abstract math. You know, most of the math you'll do all the way up through calculus and whatnot, most of that has been the same for hundreds of years, and the algebra and geometry for thousands. And that stuff doesn't change. And it's nice. You get in there, you learn something, you got it. It's wonderful. It's one of the things I like about it. Let's jump in here and get things going. One of the things that, again, before I left, my mouse that I love so much, my Outley mouse for my thunderous hands, right? Really cool. The other one broke. These are really cool mouses. But the weak point in this system is the scrolling wheel. The scrolling wheels are delicate. At least they are for me. And so it's like, okay, whatever, it broke. I'll just order another one. No more Outley mouses. They went out of business. They're gone. I can't get my favorite mouse. So I searched through the internet to try to find a similar kind of mouse, the similar kind of size and everything. And I couldn't find one. Not like that. So I got this Elecom mouse here. It's supposed to be an extra large mouse. It isn't. It sucks. You can see that there's still about maybe, what's that, about 2 inches maybe? About 26 centimeters right there. It's small. It's not comfortable at all. It does the job. I can get by on it with it, but it's not like my wonderful Outlay mouse. Look at that. That thing is, that's awesome. But no more Outlay mouse. I hate that. Sometimes when you find something you love super much, you gotta buy a backup just in case. Yeah, I had 3 of them. Yep. I broke 2 of them. And you know what? They're not put together in such a way where I can dismantle them and repair them or improve them. Just taking it apart destroys it. So it's really made to only go together once. So I don't know. The thing is, they're super cheap too. They're not that expensive. But again, it's the scroll wheel that is the weak point. And again, you know, if it were designed in such a way where you could dismantle it without destroying it, I could engineer a better mouse wheel for it and just refit it with a more robust one myself. I still have the pieces. I might try to do something like that, like maybe 3D print something. I don't know. But yes, they no longer make the Outlay mouse. So sad. There we go. I have on the other screen, on the other monitor down here, I have the Minecraft official webpage for the 1.21 update down here with all the update features on it. So maybe we can go through this and we can get a couple of the new features in the survival world and just try to figure out some of this stuff. I don't know if any of you have played that yet, but I just got back from Taiwan, so I haven't had. This is like my first opportunity, really. Not my very first. Like I said, I've set up in the world a little bit, but. Okay, here we are. So early base camp, typical Thunderhand early base camp. Drop my central shaft down here so I could do my mining. Just basic kinds of stuff. Basic early game tree farm. Wheat farm right here. I have done a little bit of exploration. There's an awesome cherry grove crater up there. This entire mountain is hollow with dripstone caves. It's very, very cool. I haven't encountered any of the new biomes. Oh, hello. I'm not ready to deal with those guys yet. In fact, let me take a look and see if there's anything in there for new biomes. New features. Trial chambers, weapon mace, following blocks, following items, tipped arrows, right? Redesign bad omen, status effects. New music. That's cool. Trial chambers. Mobs. So we have the breeze mob, right? The bogged. We have new weapons. We have the new enchantments like density and breach and windburst. New blocks. We have the auto crafter, which is super cool. We might try a little bit of that today. Trial spawner, vaults. May try to see if we can find a vault. If I can't find a vault right away, I may just be a little cheaty and just use the locate structure. Ominous bottle, wind charge. Let me see. I never look at any of that stuff. It involves a reading coming out. Music discs, painting, ominous events, raids. What I'm looking for is biomes. Status effects, music, advancements. Changes. Improve chunk loading. Let's get this down here. You can share this with me now. I can share it with you. Improve chunk loading. Oh, that's good. Doors, witches, pistons, panic behavior of animals, ender pearls. The portal is going to be a really cool thing. The portal updates. Projectile knockback, improve player attribute and effect handling. Blocks and crystals, burning time, realms improvements, pause menu, improvements, updated credits, chunk loading, server links, disconnecting screen improvements, technical changes, data packs, resource packs. Servers can now provide list of client servers, can now add custom details to crash. That's good. Server links. Nice. Crash reports, data pack versions, painting, jukeboxes. Let's just do this. Villager trade, rebalance, enchantment providers. All equipment, villagers, trades, villager rebalance, experiment are now sourced from enchantment providers. These enchantment providers are only used when the village trade rebalance experiment is enabled. Okay, so again, that option for the trade balancing, rebalancing that's still optional. That's good. Trial chambers. Relatively common find throughout the deep slate layer of the underground. Okay, so deep slate layers. Got it. Natural mob spawning does not occur inside. Never starts inside a deep dark biome, but can sometimes overlap it. Procedurally generated. music. And I think that's it. Yeah, so no new biomes this time around. Apparently. And I'm in a survival world. It's nighttime. I have pillagers right down there, and I'm just standing out in the open. I'm surprised we haven't had any mobs spawning. Okay, there are a few over there. Right, okay. Ooh, I'm a lucky boy. I think I'm okay here. Let's see if I can get through this alive. I may go a little bit longer today. We'll see. I usually just do the 2 hours. I'm feeling pretty good, though, so... one thing that I think would be really helpful will be a spyglass. There are some early game things that I usually get. Flint and steel, bucket of water, bed, of course, shield, axe. Spyglass is another one of those early game acquirements. Gonna need some copper, so we'll do that. And I thought I had a geode down here somewhere. I think I do. Yeah, right here. All right, let's make sure there aren't any mobs spawning in here. I think I'm good. I think I can whack these with an iron pickaxe. I want to make sure that this is an amethyst cluster. That's right. Now, I could get a whole bunch of these, but again, storage at the beginning of the game can be a pain in the butt. So you don't want to waste storage space. But one thing I do want to get is some of this tuft, because we can now craft tuft. So I just want to see what those blocks look like. I mean, I've seen them in clips and videos and stuff, but we'll bring some tuft up to the surface, and we'll craft up some of that. We'll see what it looks like, and the different options. Because it is one block that I always mean to use it because I really love that texture. And I never wind up using it, and I really want to. And I think that's good enough. Let's clear out some of this so we're able to access the ladder a little easier. Great. I was going to ask if it's safe to just stand out in the open. No, it's not safe. It's not safe at all. Wow, Thunder, you must be really confident just standing out there in the open at night. Early game. Nah, that's not confidence. That's just a casual indifference towards failure. Do not be impressed. I think I'm good, right? Are those pillagers still down there? Just go away. Just go away. I told you. I don't want to play with you guys right now. We do need some copper. Got a little bit there. I forget whether or not that is enough with which to make a spyglass, but we shall soon find out. Let's do a little bit of that and a little bit of that. And I thought I had some. Yeah, I've got plenty of coal right there. Let's do that. Let's bake up some of that stuff. Let's get the old crafting table out. Usually I keep the crafting table with me at all times. I do like to have one at the camp itself, though. That's good. Let's go fashion another one. We've got a few right here. Sun, right there. Sun. There we go. Keep one in the old inventory. And let's see if we have enough here for spyglass. Yeah, I think we do. Oh, they're coming ashore. They're coming ashore. I see you. Right then. Nothing to pillage here. It's early game, dudes. There's nothing to be gained. I actually think I have a boat. Suppose I could dispatch those guys quite easily. I just don't feel like dealing with it. We have better things to do. Oh, we've got some bread right there. Let's keep that on us. Crafting a recipe. Okay, so we get tuft slabs. That's kind of cool. Right? And of course we have the tuft blocks, so we've always had those. Right, so we have, do we have stairs? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be it for those kinds of blocks, all right? Oh, well, there's wall units. Oh, and there's polished tuff. And then from the, oh, and chiseled. Right. Let's get the wall unit. Oh, I like that. Right. And I would imagine that the polish is probably like that. Yeah, that's a pretty cool block. You know, that might look cool sitting next to netherite. I like it. And then we probably... Do I have some more? No, but I can always get some more. Let me see. We probably have all of those. Polished tuff slabs. Right, and then from the polished tuff slab, we can probably make the chiseled, right? Oh, okay. These are... Okay, that's a little weird. But, okay. Sure. Ooh, that's cool. That looks very Celtic, people. I like it. We should have some bricks, right? Tough bricks. And they're probably made from the polished. Right, let's do this. Yeah, that's going to be cool. And now I wonder if we have stairs and slabs for that. We probably do, right? We got lucky the first time. Let's not push it. Let's see. Polish. Sometimes you have a safe mode on, so I wasn't sure. Oh, okay. Okay, I like that one. The polished tough is nice. Chiseled is good too. I like the quartz design, but darker. I like it. Yep, yep. The bricks too. All of the bricky things. So I'm thinking. Yeah, we have the brick slabs. And we're going to have stairs and walls probably too, right? I think I'm going to need some more. Let's go down and mine some more. We'll see what else we have. I mean, I could just look at it in the directory, right? But also, I want to place it instead of just looking at a thumbnail and icon, right? Let's go down. We'll get some MOA. I think there was more than enough on that geode layer down there too. Let's get some filler blocks while we're at it. So you'll have to forgive me for the mouse movement. Again, a new mouse, it's too small. So I'm struggling. I'm doing my best. Shut Mountain Thunder! How was your trip, dude? My trip was excellent, thank you. Again, you know, I didn't feel I was in a place and time where I could have done a decent stream, so I didn't stream this time. But we had a decent time, and nevertheless. And thanks for asking. I got back day before. A little bit jet lagged. But otherwise, not too shabby. Let's build up a level right here so we have something on which to stand. How you doing, Shut? How's every little thing? Kaachee and I started to get a little practice in for our Zhongwen, our Chinese-speaking Minecraft stream. I think I'll get more down on this level. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Good. Yeah, actually I need to be about one level up, but that's okay. You may have noticed the pattern in which I'm mining. I have a mining pattern that I like to use when I make a shaft, a mine shaft here. There's a little bit of math involved, but it's not that bad. A little linear equation. But everything's going to be all right. Again, we're just grabbing some tuft here so we can make the new blocks, right? Craft the new blocks. Then we'll look at some other things too. That looks cool. I like that. Grab some of this and a little bit of that. I'm digging that. Pun definitely intended. And I think we have enough with which to experiment, but let's just grab a little bit more right around the ladder itself here. And I think we should be good. I suppose I should grab this gold ore, but whatever. Let's go clear some of this out. This is going to turn out to be a very versatile block, I'm thinking. Build-wise. You can see the green, gray, brown in it. So it's got just enough color while remaining mostly neutral. So when you put another block up against it that's very colorful or just very stark, like quartz or something like that, you put that up against this, it's going to look really cool. I have got a hold of some diamonds too, so I guess I should make some diamond tools or armor or something at this point. Let me get to the, that sounds like it's gonna be fun. New blocks. Well, I mean, just crafting the tuft, right? There's been so many preview videos and stuff that they don't really feel like they're new, right? But for example, the Hermits on Hermitcraft have been using them for the entire season. They got the early beta version or whatnot. Hey, Shot, I've been meaning to ask you if you're still using Video Ninja. So, yeah, we've been crafting all of the new tuft block variants. And let me see. So we've got blocks, slabs, stairs. Let's see if there are walls. There likely are, right? Yeah, we got some walls here. Pretty cool. And let me see what else. What else? All units. I think that might be it, right? I don't think you can get any cracked. Probably not. I don't think they're going to have a cracked variant. Which is okay, but... Yeah, it won't let you place it. Well, I guess you can place it in the furnace. But it probably won't cook it. Yeah, so there's no cracked variant of it. That's okay. Oh, that's what I meant to do. The polished, tough stuff. Right. Yeah, we have those variants, right? We have the slab, we have the block, but we can also make a... It looks like we have a wall unit, right? That's kind of cool. And then it looks as if we also have a... we have stairs, right? Again, struggling with this mouse, so please bear with me. Yeah, that's going to be cool. So this is tough thing in like the main Java that button VIP is on, or is it like a special version of Minecraft? No. This is the 1.21 update. Yeah, it's not a mod or anything like that. It's part of the new update. They updated Tough so you can do all of this stuff with it. I get confused with all the different variations, yeah. I only use it when we multi-stream, so we could share cam and mics, but haven't done that in a long time. Okay. The reason why I ask Shut is because it's still not working with Google Chrome. I'm using Mozilla Firefox right now. So... Can you cook a polished one? Probably not, but we'll try it out. Cheska, I think Thunder is on version 1.21 now. Yes. Be able to do that, right? VIP server was updated with this one yet. There's Waylander Tone, our fellow buffoon of VIP. Tone, how are you doing today? You guys can see the auto shoutouts for both a Shut and a Waylander Tone. Please go check them out. Yeah, so, Jeannie, we won't be able to do this on the Buffooncraft community server until it is updated to 1.21, and that probably won't happen until the mods that we use are also updated to 1.21, and that may take a while. So, I'm all right, thanks. Thunder mentioned a vault earlier in the stream. No, it's part of a new... this is the Tricky Trials update. So Minecraft will now feature these vaults. And I'm thinking we might try to locate one. We'll do a little bit of mining and try to do it the natural way, au natural. See if we come across any... but if not, and it starts getting too far along in the stream, I may just cheat and use the locate command. But we also need to upgrade some things before we go into that. We could go look at new mobs too. If we have any around. There's a savannah close by, so we can go check out the armadillos. Armadillos. Yeah, we can go check those out. Trial dungeons. They're supposed to be pretty hard, yeah. Oh, okay, so normal base game is getting tough and some gameplay. Yeah, it's getting a lot of different things. Do you have the thing to put melons back together now? Ah, the autocrafter. Yeah, well, I guess we should make ourselves an autocrafter, right? And you know what? Tone, I have you covered right here, dude. So I guess we should be doing that, right? We all know we can do this manually, right? Especially Buffoon members who are on the Season 5 server, right? But I guess we should see what's involved in crafting an auto-crafter, right? There we go. Okay, this isn't too bad. It looks like... let me see. Looks like a little bit of iron. Looks like some redstone. We need a crafting table like that. And then it looks like maybe a dropper, or is it a dispenser? No, it's a dropper, and a dropper makes more sense, actually. So let me see. For a dropper, we're going to need stone. We're going to need a bow, and some... Hawk. Place. Hands. I thought I had a bow on me. So we have a couple of things. We could kill a skelly, or we could kill some spiders. Wow, he's still there. He is a stubborn one. He must be Scottish. We could kill some spiders to get some string. We could kill some skellies to hope that they drop a bow. I don't think you would find a bow in any loot chests. Maybe in a desert temple? None of the mods we are using on the VIP Buffooncraft are working anyway because of the last update. So switching to 1.21 wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. All right, let's load these things right into here. We're going to need a dropper, so... Oh, hold on, dropper. I'm thinking dispenser we need the bow, right? Dropper we don't. Yeah, that's fine. We're good. Ha ha! Ha ha! Let me see. I'm thinking this goes here. That goes something like that, and then bam and bam. Crafter. Okay, so it's not called auto crafter. It's not crafting bench. Crafter is what we need to type in the search, and then we're good. All right, so we can do something like this. Let's put this a couple of blocks up, because I'm thinking there's output options and input options, right? Now, if any of you already know how this works, feel free to chime in. Otherwise, I'm just going to go by the wiki. Official Minecraft wiki. Now we can type in crafter. A crafter is a low-capacity storage block used for automatic crafting. Its inventory acts as a crafting table that crafts when it is powered, ejecting the crafted item from its mouth. All right, so yeah, it does have a little face on it in the front here, right? And so I guess it comes out that side. So it may only output in one direction. Into the world. Or into a container it is facing. All right, so I think if I put a chest in front of the mouth, it would probably spit stuff out, right? Inventory slots can be individually locked to prevent hoppers, droppers from filling them. Crafting recipes or treat locked slots as empty items. Okay, so locking. Oh, click to disable. Okay, so that is locked. That is not. Understood. And if I had a recipe that didn't use all of the tiles, all of the slots, it would just treat the empty ones like they're locked, which is kind of good because it would save probably a couple of ticks and a little bit of lag because it wouldn't be searching those, I guess, right, for items. Right, redstone powered. I do need a little bit more redstone, but okay, I'm going to leave this up in the air because I do want to test and see if we can get it to output into other directions, but I don't think so. I think it only outputs that way. Which spatially might be a little annoying in some builds, but the thing and the thing and pop the thing, then bada boom, bada bing, the thing. I would assume chest with supplies up top into a hopper into the top of the crafter will set the recipe and have the hopper underneath will yeah, maybe hoppers can direct it, right? The cool thing about this is if you put something in front of this directly, I don't think it needs a hopper. I think it can put directly into the shulker, the chest, the barrel, or whatever without a hopper. But I think, I think you're right. I think a hopper might direct it, right? Like if I put a hopper underneath it, instead of coming out the mouth, it might go down out through the hopper. But we can try that out. But I need some more stuff. Which means I'm going to have to go get us some redstone. Which, thankfully, I have a shaft already dug. So we can just go down there and mine some. Of what am I thinking? Probably 2 more. Let's bring this down with us. I'll bring some of these. Bring one of these with us. So while we're down there, I can make a diamond pickaxe. What do I do for time here? 5:03. I should go into standing mode at this point. There we go. It's feeling like a Thunderhand stream once again. And let us head on down. Since I have most of me early game stuff. And I think I'll just go right down to negative 59. Because we can get redstone and diamonds down there. But it's really the redstone that I'd be looking for at this point. By the way, not too far away from here, I found a stony peak. And that thing was just covered in iron. So that's why I have as much iron as I do. It was really cool. It was a little treacherous, though. There were a lot of mobs there because there was a lot of overhangs. There were a lot of overhangs under which there were a lot of mobs spawning. Yeah, see, we're doing good. Great. Let's just clear out a little bit of room. Yeah, I did not mean to do that. Got a little careless, swinging me pickaxe about. Right. Let's temporarily put that guy right there. I am going to need a few more pickaxes until I find some diamonds. Such is my confidence level in doing so. And let me see. And plus, while we're down here in Deep Slate, we can also look for a trial chamber, although I don't expect to see one quite this far down, but you never know. And sorry, I like to have the GUI up while I'm mining. It's a little annoying, but deal with it. And here's some more tough, right? It's going to be cool the next few months. We got a couple of very cool things happening. First of all, the family will be back from Taiwan. Right around mid-July. Kaachee will have his 13th birthday. Kaachee's going to be 13, you guys. Whew. Plus, our friends from Taiwan will be visiting the U.S. as well. And they'll be staying here in SoCal with us, so we'll be hosting them for a little while. This is a little tedious, you know, to get some redstone. I mean, I already have quite a bit, 22. I'm not going to do this for a very long time, but I am multitasking here. I'm trying to get a little bit of redstone. Get a little extra tough here while I'm at it. Maybe some diamonds will pop up, and maybe we'll also find a trial chamber. Maybe. But I'm not going to go too far with this. It's Deep Slate. You know, it'll take us forever, right? And let's re-cue the soundtrack. There we go. We'll have some server updates to do. I'm sure Buffooncraft will be updating the server both of our servers there. Generations as well. I'll be doing some updates there. I recently updated Generations to 1.20.6. I'm going to hold it there for a little while until the mods catch up. The mods that I like to use. Plus, I'm dealing with some weirdness with the Generations server. So, Shut, Flying Villager, Lone Star, and myself borrowed the Generations server for a little while to develop some stuff for the recent Buffooncraft event. And so I offloaded my Generations map and the Baby Zombie Rush Test World map, uploaded that moon map, and then I changed the server settings so it would be appropriate for that. But when we were finished with that part of the stage, that development, and we offloaded the moon map, when I loaded up the Generation 5 map again, I didn't change the server settings back. You guys may remember that. So the result was the new map wasn't spawning villagers, it wasn't spawning NPCs at all, structures, all of those things so I recalled that I had changed those server settings. So there we go. I set them back. But what I found is somehow the map retains those server settings. So even though you set the server settings back, the map just stubbornly doesn't change. Like there's a file in the map files that remembers that server setting and just keeps them forever. And it doesn't change them back. So the result is my Generations 5 map was stuck on those server settings. And so I had to go back to an earlier version of it, reload it, rebuilt everything I built in there. And so it would update, change the server settings back, of course. And so I did that once, which was annoying to do, but whatever. But then I forgot that I left a game rule server setting that I forgot to set back. And it was loot dropping. And so, yeah, the Generations map doesn't have that. And so I have to go back now again and to an earlier version of the Generations 5, change the game rule, load it up again, and then rebuild everything I built. What I would like to do is find where the file is in that world, in those world map files, and see if I can just change the file instead of having to rebuild everything. So far, my searches and internet inquiries have not been helpful. Okay, we're almost done here. I'm surprised we haven't found any diamonds, though. That's a little surprising. I could just bop up to the cave above us so you guys could see that there was some openings. I could just do that. There's a little bit of cavery up here. I suppose the best place to look for diamonds right now is supposedly underwater caves. But again, you know, I'll just go a little bit further here, and then we'll just head to the surface and we'll do the auto crafting. I'm sure that's what we all want to see, right? So, and I think I have enough redstone for that. And I do have some diamonds still up on the surface. Not a lot, but I was just hoping while I was digging around down here that I might be able to find a trial chamber. Wow, this mouse is so hard to use. Oh, I can hear some lava. Plus, I also want to get rid of some of these iron pickaxes. Not critical, but... There we go. Mining deep slate is so slow. But you guys can see I'm going out about 100 in each direction. I think that's fine. Typical Thunderhand mining process. So I may continue to do this for the Kaachee Time streams until Kaachee comes back. The Kaachee Time stream slot until he comes back. I may do some other things too. I'm not sure. But I do intend to stream on Sundays from 4 to 6. I might do some 1.21 Minecraft. I might do some other stuff too. We'll see. I know my bass guitars need some maintenance, and I may do a little stream about that. We'll see. That might be the first pre-recorded stream I do, though. I may make a video for me doing the maintenance, and then stream that video and then narrate it, commentate while I play the video. That way I don't have to split my attention with what I'm doing there while I'm doing the stream, because I'm not good at that. And I don't want to mess up my bass. So, don't want to mess up my bass guitar. Plus, it'll give me some time to prep for that and stuff, too. So, I'm waiting on a new set of strings for it, so... Okay, so there doesn't appear to be a whole lot in that direction. We have 2 more directions to go. And then I think I'll just head up to the surface. Sounds like some good ideas. Well, I hope so. I'm really just excited to get Kaachee back here, because I already missed those guys. I actually got to go out alone with Kaachee a few times in Taiwan. For example, we would go to the coffee shop near his grandfather's apartment at which we were staying. And we'd go out in the early morning there. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I made that mistake again. And Kaachee and I would go out there just about every morning. And we would get our little breakfast there. And I would make Kaachee, well, I wouldn't make him, but we would give Kaachee the opportunity to practice a little bit of his Chinese. My oldest son, Biggie's Chinese, is really good now. Really good in that we can go almost anywhere and do just about anything with him now. So, oh, there we go. There's the good stuff right there. Back and get this redstone right here. And then we're close to finishing this little leg of the procedure here. Let's just fill in there so we don't have any friends dropping down on us. And again, friends in quotes. Right there. Right? Yeah. Down to our last few pickaxes. Fine. Okay, we have some gold. Oh, happy day. I can hear some bats above me, so I know there's some caves up there. Heading east. We are proceeding under that cherry blossom island volcanic crater up there. West would be out under the ocean, and that's actually the direction I'm more interested in. So once I make enough progress this way and I turn around to go that way, we might find some cool stuff over there. We'll see. You know, I'm tempted to dig right around -30, because that's about halfway. Deep slate starts right around 0. Goes down to... I'm at -59, because that's when you encounter the first bedrock. And I think the average, the mean of those is right around 30. 29 and a half, so I think if we were just looking for the trial chamber itself, that would probably be a good place to dig. Maybe. Oh, that's a lot of gravel. Hawk. Again, don't want mobs dropping in on us unannounced. Did I miss something here? Yeah, I did right there. This is cool. This reminds me of the old days of Minecraft playing, where our gameplay consisted mainly of exploration, survival and exploration, and colonizing the world. There we go. Yeah, this is far enough in this direction, I think. I can hear some lava above me bubbling away up there. All right, let's dig one more shaft going westward, and then we're out of here. Yeah, that should be good enough for that. And we've got nearly a stack of redstone. That should be plenty to do what we need to do. Building hoppers and things like that. So we should be fine. There's our diamonds right there. I shouldn't say theirs. I should say there. We're dealing with a plural, thankfully. Now, are there any hiding down here? No, but there's some redstone hiding down there. That's good. There's also probably some lava hiding down here, too. One must be careful. Okay. Let's fill this back in so we don't break our neck. It also tells us that we've already checked that out, so we don't need to check that out again if we come down this way and forget. More redstone, nice. No. Yes. Let's go grab some of this good stuff right here. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. I could switch over to the diamond pickaxe at this point, but I just want to use up these iron pickaxes because I'm a little more inventory conscious than I used to be. It's not exactly like we're in a hurry, so we're fine. It's going to be fine. It'll be fine. Trust me. Trust the man with the hand. There we go. And see, we have enough to make one more diamond pickaxe, but I don't think we're going to need to use it. I think we'll just use up this iron pickaxe. We're about halfway finished with this shaft right now. We'll finish this. Again, you know, I'm not just looking for redstone or diamonds. I'm also kind of searching for the, see if I can come across a nearby trial chamber as well. So, I certainly don't expect to be able to try it and have any success with it. I just want to see it. I think it's way too early game to be attempting that. Some lapis lazuli, otherwise known as the blue inventory clogger. Although you could use it for enchanting, I guess. But really, it's more valuable to me as blue dye. Now, if you could build with it, that would be a different matter. mean, you do have the lapis block, right? But oh, I think we be out of torches. But we're almost finished with this tunnel anyway, so. We should be under the ocean now. Yes, we are. And I'm going to dig the slots for the torches that I usually place at the 10s anyway for when I come down here next. So I'll play this world a little bit off camera, try to locate some things. Then we'll do some streams. So we can return here and look at some more 1.21 stuff. All right, I think this is good enough. Let's head back up to the surface. Okay, I'm back after the nice cool shower in this heat. Oh, it's a little warm over there, is it? It's surprisingly quite cool here in Southern California. And plus, it seems much cooler because we just got back from Taiwan. Taiwan is pretty tough right now. Humidity is really rugged. So I'm glad we didn't do a lot of outdoor stuff. We did do a little bit of surfing over in Taichung. We tried that. We took it's really a touristy kind of thing to do. But our friend set us up down there, and we did a little bit of surfing down there. Or I should say, Kaachee and Biggie did surfing. My friend Lewis and I tried to do surfing. The waves are too small, and Thunderhand is way too heavy for that. I got up on the board a couple of times, but my older son Biggie was awesome at that, though. Yeah, see, we have a few diamonds already. It's been upper 90s and humid here all week. Ugh. Dude, and Northeast, yeah, takes me back. I remember living in New England now. People are often surprised how hot it can be there in the summertime. It's a land of extremes, our Northeast. Yeah, Southern California is actually pretty nice right now. The heat hasn't really started, which I'm surprised because it's June. So our climate's a little bit messed up over here. You know what? Let us do this. Also, let's get some hoppers. Do that. And let me see. Building a redstone kit this early in game. How awesome is that? Maybe something like that. have any stone? As a matter of fact, I do. Stone button. I do not have any quartz yet. Let me see, because I don't think I haven't gone to the Nether yet for quartz, so let me see. No repeaters, no comparators yet. Wait a minute. I hate you, recipe book. I don't think we need the I don't think we need the quartz for the repeater, if I remember correctly. All right, I think, well, let's do this. Let's eat something first. Now, I don't know how to feed this thing. So hoppers, droppers, and other crafters interact with crafters by inserting items into its inventory. So that's how you put stuff into it. And then hoppers can remove ingredients as well. The added items are distributed to the top and left and bottom to the right of the enabled slots. If there's an empty slot, the crafter then, okay, yeah. Stone component. Okay. Let's try something simple first. Like that. Okay, so that should be good to go. And then let's put the redstone activator just directly on the thing itself, and let's see what happens. Now there's no input, but see, that's what has happened. Okay, all right, that's cool. It's auto-crafted it. That's great. So if I leave all the slots open and then input this, it'll go in and it'll fill all the slots. And that's the idea. So now, can it pull directly from a chest? It says, let me see, hoppers, droppers, and other crafters. So no, we do need a hopper going into it, right? Which is why I crafted more than one. Like this. Put that right into the side. I like that. Let's just load this up. And you can see it filling in the slots like that. And I assume it's just going to fill the slots with 81 items. Now look at the order in which it's filling. It's going left to right, top to bottom. All right, so we should be able to get 5 melons out of this, right? But I think we're going to get 1 melon per activation. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at the little light up in the corner. 4, 5. Look at the little mouth open. Okay, and then this little graphic slides down. Uh-oh. Oh, so that's what happened with the extra one. Right, so if you put 1 in here, one slice in there, it'll give you the seeds, right? So you have to think about things like that. So whenever I would think if I wanted only whole melons and I didn't want seeds, because that would waste the slices, right? That what you would probably do is always make sure that you load a multiple of 9, right? So you never put in less than 9. So 9, and then you would put in 18, 27, 36, right? Always multiples of 9. So you would never get a recipe that has less than 9 melons in it. So I'm thinking that's the deal there. All right, let's look at output next. And let's look at a recipe that has less than 9 slots. And let's see what happens here, right? Let's use, like, say we want to make some polished tough, right? Now we could put these in any 4 slots, right? But since it reads left to right, top to bottom, I think it's best to do that and turn these off. That might save you a little bit of time, right? And I think you guys know what I'm saying, right? I could do this, but I'm not sure it reads these and then sees that they're locked. So the reading order would be locked, locked, locked. Nope, one there, locked. One there, locked. I'm not. Whereas if I'm doing this, right, does it read, okay, one there, locked, one there, locked. Craft! You know, I don't know if that makes any difference or not. So we could do something like this. Now you can see it's going to take, what, 4 times 9? It'll take 36 blocks while it fills up, right? There is supposed to be a way to lock the recipe in place so it never empties. Now see, we have 16 there, right? If we look at our hopper, okay, so I put in, again, I put in a multiple of 4. So we should always get polished tough, right? If I put in more or less than any multiple of 4, then we would have blocks left over, right? And it may wind up crafting something else. I don't know. Right, so if I now instead of a button, let's put a lever on. And a lever might keep it continuously on to craft all of these. Let's do some sleeping first so we don't get blown up. You may not rest now. The bed is too far away. Fine, whatever. I tell you, it may not be coming across it in my dialogue and my narrative, but I am super excited about the autocraft. You, I am not excited by. You are a pain in the butt. Yes, I am. That's right. You go stand in the corner. You go stand in the corner. All right, yeah, I was thinking what? Let's put a lever on this like this and just power it directly. Right, and I think if I switch that on, it should stay powered. Oh, but it does just do one shot, even though it stays powered. So I would have to do that for 2, that for 3. Okay, so the lever doesn't work that way. It's not continuous power. What would be continuous power Please. Please. I'm just saying. Man trying to work here. That might do it, right? Okay, so you see the little arrow was written there, right? Was lit up red when it was powered, and it's not red when it's not powered. Okay, so the lever is working in the same way, I think. So I think in order for this to work, it's not going to work under constant power like that. I think it has to be pulsed. Maybe try hovering the cursor over the arrow in the crafter. Yeah. So it doesn't look like you give it constant power and it'll just constantly tick those out like that. It looks like you need some sort of clock to pulse power into it. I'm not sure. But it looks like you can power it from any direction, right? So every time you put power to it, remove it, put power again, that's what makes it work. It does. I don't think it steadily crafts them through quite like that. See, so you can see each time I'm placing it, it makes more. But it only makes like one instance. What about an observer that reads the content change in the barrel? Yeah, that could do it. I don't know much about how redstone works, and that's why we're here. This is how you learn, kiddo. So also shut maybe just an observer clock too, right? So it's just pulse, 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 right? On, off, on, off, on, off. And it'll just crank those through, right? So, one thing we have established, it does look like you can power it from just about any side. It looks like either side, and I'm sure the top has the same kind of... Yep, you can power it from the top as well. And let's try feeding it. Well, one thing we can do right now... A couple things we can do. Dude, really? Hold on a sec. Okay, so it'll still come out the mouth if you do that, but if you do this, barrel on the bottom like this, like that with hopper here. Uh-oh. Okay, so that will just pull any input unprocessed items right out of it that way. Okay. It'll just pass it directly through. Wait a minute. What happens if you have the tuff in your hand and try clicking on the top of the crafting table without crouching? Will it open the crafter or just set the recipe on top? So far it looks like the only output is the mouth. So it looks like the only output is the mouth. It doesn't look like you can output from any of the other. All right, let's try that out. Right here, right here. We just have the hopper going in, like that. Well, we're going to try to directly put it in the top, right? And I think what you're saying is, what happens if we have this continuously powered? And we just toss items onto the top of this. It does say here, though, that hoppers and droppers and other crafters interact, inserting items. But who knows? We might be able to do it without that, right? So what if I take sansi like this? Really? Let's do that. Oh, without crouching. Those hoppers are way too expensive to just allow them to despawn. Okay, yeah. So they're not going in. I don't know, Shut, if that's what you were asking. But without crouching, do they just go right into the top? I don't know if that's what you were trying to test. But you can see it is powered because we have the red arrow on there, right? And I'm just putting these guys in here so they don't overshoot, right? Yeah, it doesn't look like they're feeding down directly. I don't know if that's what you were talking about, Shut, but it looks like you need a dropper, dispenser, hopper, or something to feed it in. Or I suppose you could feed it in manually, right? But how am I doing here? 53. Do I have time for a trip to the Nether to get some quartz? Because I'm thinking I now want to make some observers. And, you know, I could run the stream over a little bit. I don't have to act to end the stream exactly at 6. I can run over a little bit. What do you say? Should we make a quick trip to the Nether? Get us some quartz, make an observer, and we'll make a little observer clock, and then we'll test the pulse system. Right now, I have no idea what the Nether is like in this in this area. I've not been yet. Let's see, 2 right there. Because we need obsidian, kids. Trying to remember where there's some lava. Let me see. We will need. I think we need 10 pieces of obsidian. So I think if that's the case, our best shot is to find a lava pool around here somewhere. I think there's one over this way. Let's go over stream time a little bit. This is fun. Okay, time to practice some of our Zhongwen here for our Chinese Minecraft stream. So, 这是牛牛牛牛。这是 May. But don't say May May. That means younger sister. This is Qi. This is Dan. Xiao Qi. But don't say Qi Qi. That's not good. Okay, let me see. I thought there was, this is a little easier to search at nighttime because you can see the glow, right? So, but I thought that I had a little lava pit, a wee lava pit on this side of the mountain somewhere. I thought it was kind of close. Yeah, see, there are plenty of ravines and stuff. This is a very cool area, by the way. If this was early game on an SMP, like Buffooncraft Season 6 or something like that, this would be fun to spawn here. So, 竹 Though I don't think you would say juju. I don't think you would say that. I'm going to avoid it. It might be something bad. Let me see. God, I thought we had some lava nearby. I mean, I could hear some lava bubbling down in the mine shafts and stuff, but it's usually just easier just to grab it off the surface here. Bumblebee bee nest. Oh, hey, look. I think Mifong. I think that's B. I thought I had some lava here somewhere. Yeah, let's get up high because we can have a look around from up top. It's probably easier to see. And again, this is easier to do come nighttime because you can just follow the glow, right? Ooh, some emeralds. By the way, this place gets pretty darn dangerous with the mobs. I don't think there's any lava topside, but there might be inside the crater. Mi fong ni hao. Fuck, I thought we had some down here. Well, booyah, done. I don't want egg. Let's see here. Let's get up on the ridge here. We'll take a look down on the other side, on the west side of the... Where was that? I know, I'll just go get some lava. Thankfully, I'm not doing a speed run right now. I would so fail at that. Will I go down into the mine shaft? Probably. You know, I thought I had some inside the crater here. Okay. Niman kama. Do you all see? Just a ma. There's our little camp. There's probably a lava pool like right next to the camp. Why do I know all the animal names? Because that's like one of the first things you learn in Chinese. So teaching Biggie and Kaachee Chinese, that's most of the Chinese I remember is like their kindergarten, elementary school. There it is. Level Chinese. that's the highest level of Chinese that I know. And just most of the parenting Chinese, right? Most of the Chinese you need to know to parent kids. Here we go. I think we need 10 of these. Okay, so they didn't implement the recipe lock, but it is still under consideration. Okay, cool. Thanks for looking that up, Shut. But, you know, I think you could get around that by locking the input or the output hoppers, right? What might have the same kind of effect. Especially for multi-item recipes, right? I'm thinking to myself, why is this taking so long? No enchantments! I'm telling you, this is going to wind up being a lot of fun. This auto crafter is going to literally be a game changer. Early game trip to the Nether. Here we go. It's probably going to wind up putting me right in a Crimson Forest, too. Okay, there's 10. And you know what? Let's grab a few others just in case. Uh-oh. I hear an Indy behind me. But it's okay, because it's raining. Do your worst, Indy. It would still be extremely useful on the iron farms and the single block item crafting, yeah. There's so many farms, right? Like think of the gold farm, for example, that drops the gold nuggets. You have a 2-stage crafting you could do there where it would craft them into ingots and then craft the ingots into blocks, right? It would be so helpful. I think I'm okay. Good. Just things like the gold farm. The iron farm, you could do the same thing. You could craft the ingots into blocks. And then the poppies, you could craft into dye, right? Because I think that's really the only thing people use the poppies for, right? I see you, creepy. Oh, Kaachee and I did learn the word, what the Chinese call the zombies. But I forget what it is off the top of my head. I would think that they would use the same word that they use for ghost, which is gui, or I think it's gui. But it's not. They have a different name for it. All right, let's build the portal. Yeah, I like the portal over here. Let's do this. Actually. Yeah, you know what? Let's put it actually near the camp here. This will be fine. Maybe right about here. Maybe right there. And let's do this. Early game portal. Hilarious. Early game portal, everyone. You know, one thing I should practice is the running water portal thing that the speedrunners do. I should really practice that. It's actually not that hard to do. I'm going to carry a couple blocks of obsidian with me just in case. A little stack of dirt. I should carry a little more food than that. But it looks like I'm all out. I have some melons, but I'm going to keep those in there. I'll go make a few more pieces of bread. Let's go do that. Since our field here is all grown up. Here's an autocrafter application for you right here. Oh, please, hands. Please. Ugh. Thank you. You know, usually I put a composter here for the bone meal. Let me see. Yes, always carry the flint and steel into the nether with you, people. That's important. All right, let's see where this brings us. Oh, hey, I should bring an axe with me, though. Sun. R. Because that one's going to give out. And my trusty fishing rod can stay here. Bed can stay here, but shields. Scotty, shields up. Shield up. Axe in hand. Here we go. Running water trick is how I got us the portal in Skyblock. Oh, that's right. Soul Sand Valley. Extremely deadly. Quite a drop there. -7, a -7. Okay, that's pretty good. There's the welcome wagon. And the thing that really sucks about the Soul Sand Valley, not a lot. Not a lot of quartz. I mean, you got a little bit right there. I feel like I'm kind of stuck here. Oh, man. Observers, right? I think for an observer, I only need 1 piece of quartz. So I want 2 observers. So 2 pieces of quartz. Am I okay here? I think I am. Say, the problem is, this is going to drop out from under me. Unless I do something like that. Okay. Okay. I can tell I'm going quite over my time here, but this is fine. Okay, I've got a little bit more right there. I've got some more there. I really wish I had some in an easier location. I look good here. Okay, I look good there. Oh, you know what I should have done is I should have brought my boat. I always bring a boat into the Nether with me. Yeah, it looks like that's all I got to work with. That's what's right there. That's not bad. That's a pretty good deposit. So... I've just forgotten how much quartz I need for an observer. I think it's 1 redstone, 1 piece of quartz. Well, it's going to be 9, right? It's probably 2 pieces of quartz, a piece of redstone, and then 6 pieces of cobble. I'm thinking that's... Ooh, I hear a skelly close by. Where are you, you bony so-and-so? Got plenty of bone meal for my farms right there. Okay, I don't see any other quartz that's easily obtainable. So... I think this is going to have to do. A little bit right there. Not as bad as a Crimson Forest, but Soul Sand Valley, not cool. This is a little weird. I didn't think that these warped fungus, is that what this is? No, Crimson Fungus. I didn't think that spawned in Soul Sand Valley. Unless there's a slight patch of Crimson right there. Yeah, you just stay right there, dude. You know what? I think this is good enough. You know, it probably would be safer to tunnel up near the roof of the nether, to pillar up near the roof of the nether and just tunnel up there for quartz, but some other time. Yeah, so I guess that Crimson Fungus stuff does grow in the Soul Sand Valley. That's weird. Ghosty? Okay, I'm out. I'm out. Of course, our bed beeth over here. No mobos, right? We're good. I mean, if we need more quartz, we'll go back for it, but... let's get some of that. Some of that. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, I was right. All right. But what am I missing now? No, that's enough, right? All right, so if I did something like this, let's do that. Right? And then we do something like this. Okay, so we've got a hopper clock. It should be going in. It should be powering that. And see this blinking on and off? I'm thinking this is going to help us here. Right, so let's get some Let's get some tough. Make sure it's a multiple of 4. 44 certainly is. Let's go put that in there. And there it goes. Kind of slow, though. And so you have to ask yourself, you know, what's slowing it down? Is it the hopper rate? Because the observer clock is pretty fast. That's 1/20th of a... it's not 1/20th. It's 1 tick, right? Or is it a fractional tick? I think it's a fractional tick. So it's not even 1 tick. It's less than a tick. $64 is certainly a multiple of 4, so we're good there. And then if we get rid of the chest, the barrel, I mean, you can see it should just be pooping them out like this. But that does seem very slow. Ah! One of the llamas bought it. Oh, by the way, another new feature. Another new feature, people. Let's try this out. You can pull boats with a lead now. This is going to be so helpful in mob transportation now. Yeah, I saw... Who did I see doing this? Might have been Mumbo, or it might have been Green. I think it was Green. I saw Green doing this, and I'm like, oh, thank you so much. So you can now pull boats with a lead. There you go. It's not doing it, is it? It looked like it was only taking the first slot and not all 4 of them. Oh, no, it is doing it, but didn't look it. Yeah. It's just going so fast that you don't get the graphic of it loading, right? If we do... Let's do the same thing with... So... For example, if we have 4 slots open, this isn't for making just polished tough. This will craft anything that requires 4 slots, right? So if we put like the cobbled deep slate in, we should get the bricks, right? Or the polished. We should get the polished, right? So the input is going to decide. And so you can see how it loads up left to right, top to the bottom. Which again is a little slow. But, you know, as far as an AFK point of view is concerned, I mean, this is the kind of stuff you're going to want the autocrafter for. I don't think it being this slow is really a problem. You just got to remember that when you're building farms, when you're where you're exiting items into a water stream and stuff like that. You got to consider how long it's going to take to craft them, and how the output between each item is going to be. So, isn't it just quicker using the stone thingy? Yeah, for the stone cutter. Manually, it is faster. But you have to stand there and do it. So you got to kind of think of this as more like an AFK kind of thing, right? You're going to make a whole shulker full of polished deep slate, or polished deep slate bricks, or something, right? You're going to make an entire shulker full. So that's 9 times 64 stacks, right? And you could stand there and craft all of those. Or you could load this thing up and let it craft them all. And then you could go off and do other things. That's really the usefulness of this, right? So I would say, which is kind of cool, because if you think about it, this doesn't now render stone cutters and crafting tables and everything instantly useless, right? You're still going to want to, if you're just crafting up, just a stack maybe of this or something, it's just easier to use the stone cutter or easier just to use the crafting bench, right? So if you're doing small amounts and you want them immediately, just bang, just knock it out there. But if you're processing huge amounts of stuff over a long period of time, yeah, you don't want to have to sit here and craft all that, right? So the auto crafter will do it for you. I guess if you're doing it on an industrial level, right, it makes sense. But say I need like 10 stacks. I reckon it's about the same amount of time. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Also, maybe there's a way to run this faster with redstone, and I'm just not thinking of it yet. I'm just thinking an observer pulse is pretty darn quick, right? So I don't know if there's some sort of zero tick application with this or not, right? So I'm not sure. We'll have to do some more experimenting. But this is super exciting. All right, with that, I think I should wrap up the stream. Oh, you know what I should have done, though? I forgot to pose for my thumbnail. And my thumbnail in front of an autocrafter spitting out items would be a good one. That would be a good thumbnail. Just give me a sec. Let me do this. One of those. 2 of these like this. Where's the autocrafter itself? With what did I do that? Come on, Ba. Eyes. See it, please. Like that. Okay, that's cool. And let's do this. Let's get that clown in the background. And we can... I liked having it set above us like that. That was fun. And just having the items rain down on us. Make it rain. That's funny. Let's do that. This. I'll move it over slightly. If I stand in front of it... I should move it off to the side a little bit. And I'll have it coming in from the side. We're going to need to do some sleeping. Thanks for showing off the new stuff. Anytime. I might do a couple more of these streams, seeing as how we... Kaache's still in Taiwan. We'll see. Wednesday's stream will be a generation stream. I'm not sure if it's going to be Baby Zombie Rush or the Survival World. We'll see what happens. But it'll be Wednesday noon to 2. I should be set up by then. Let us set it up right about here. Like that. Let's have the output. Let's have the output here. Okay, so when you place it, the mouth will be facing you. That's how that'll work. So I'm thinking, oh, he despawned. Ugh. All right. Whatever. That might be a little too high up. Let's bring it down a little bit. And you know what? Since he's no longer there. See, when you don't need them around. Again? More? Please, you guys. Please. See, when you don't need them around, they're always underfoot. When you do want them around, they despawn. Ugh! I'm thinking if I set this right about here and stand in front of that, that'll be good. Right? We do that. We can... Let's do this. We can power it from the bottom, actually. Right? We can do that. And then maybe this. Do I have it facing the wrong way? Yeah, I do. Ugh. There we go. We be ticking. Oh, that didn't work out quite the way I wanted to. Come on, Thunder, please. Brain. Just do the brain thing, please. Okay? Oh, you can hear the noise. Hear it? That's weird. It's weird, I tells you. So I'm thinking something like this. Something like that. And let's just load it all up because we're going to be posing for a thumbnail here. This is going to take a while. I hope you wanted some polished deep slate because here we go. I think I might be able to get those guys in the background if I do this right. Should start spitting these out. So I'm thinking if I stand right about here and I F5 it like that, I might be able to grab the screenshot. I'm going to try to see if I could grab one. Grab one in the air just as it's popping one out. Then I could spit out a whole bunch in front of me. Like that all over the ground. But they're just all going to pop back in my inventory like that. So maybe I can get those two pillagers in the background back there. That should be my thumbnail right there. Okay, so enough of those kind of shenanigans right there. Let's log off. We'll raid out. And let us see if there's anybody to whom we can raid out. Okay, well, there's fellow buffoon, the mighty, the one and only, Mr. Lone Star. I think he's still on, right? Playing Fallout 4. Cool. I haven't played a lot of Fallout, so it'll be cool to see him doing that. Because I did watch the Fallout series and I did like it. And he assures me that the he's played the game quite a bit, and he liked the series as well. So okay, so I have him in there. Great. Switch over to the cam scene, and then we'll set up our raid. So there is the raid message in the chat if you would like to join us. And I always encourage the viewers to join us along on the raid, even if you can't stay for the entire stream. At least drop in, say hi, and if you feel so inclined, maybe a follow, some bits, some subs. That would be really cool. And the raid for our good friend and fellow buffoon Lone Star is counting down. Family-friendly viewers, just to give you the heads up that it is a maturely rated stream. So there's some language in there, but Lone Star's a lot of fun. He is a fine lad. So, let me see. Just remember that we usually do Kaachee Time, this time from 4 to 6 every Sunday. Kaachee's away in Taiwan, so I'll be using the Kaachee Time slot to do other streams and things, but I will be streaming every Sunday 4 to 6 until he returns, and then we'll resume our Kaachee Time streams. Our next stream will be Wednesday. That'll be from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that'll be a generation stream. I'm not certain if it'll be the World 5 Survival map or it will be the Baby Zombie Rush. We'll see. And then the stream following that will be Friday. That will be Buffooncraft SMP. And that could either be the community server or the Season 5 server. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be the community server. We'll see. And with that, we will raid out to Lone Star now. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. It's fun to see you all, guys all again. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Raiding out to Lone Star.